Is guacamole a fruit salad?
What is the best milkshake for bringing boys to the yard?
Ostriches are dinosaurs.
Don't piss off old people. New game.
What do you mean it gives you Arby's mouth?
Artisanal muck duck balls.
I think they call that autofellatio.
I want to high five a shark.
Welcome to Bar Banter. Relax, have a drink with us as we debate the most controversial topics in the world today.
On today's podcast, we talk about bringing a game mechanic into the real world. We define what a fast food restaurant is.
No, I hate you.
create-
Turn it off. Hold on.
We create a super villain. But first, we have a guest. Natasha Carlson from the Red Rum Podcast is joining us this evening. Natasha, what are you drinking? And tell us about your podcast.
Well, I have a couple drinks here with me. I have my orange juice and rum, but beside it, I have my half a gallon of chalky milk that I will probably be tearing into soon. And our podcast, currently, we split it up. We do half true crime, which is my co-host Kristen, and then the other half is myself, and I do pretty much cryptids, paranormal activities, pretty much anything, well, messed up and weird. I'll try to be somewhat edited, but we actually are getting ready to throw a wrench into the mix, and we're splitting those two out. So I will still be doing the true crime portion with Kristen on the Red Rum Podcasters, but the other one, which I guess you guys are going to be the first to know because nobody else knows about it yet, what's going to happen, but they don't know what it is.
Yes.
But probably in the next month or so, I will be splitting off and doing cryptids, creeps, and conspiracy. So I'll be doing that, trying to get some interviews in there, that kind of thing, and staying kind of active, kind of like I am now. I'm going to Cryptid Con, doing ghost hunts, that kind of, fun stuff.
That is something I've always wanted to do, is go on a real ghost hunt. Like, I tried to go this past March for my birthday, but my wife was like, hey, no, we have like, I don't know, a 4-month-old. You can't go hang out with some people you've never met before in Savannah and go on a ghost hunt. And I was like,
watch me.
Are you sure?
I literally
I
said,
didn't.
babe, you got the kid. I'm out for the weekend. And I left and went to Ohio State with a friend of mine. And it's always real interesting because I am very, I'm kind of like a beacon. A lot of weird stuff happens to me, like very strange, thoroughly freaking creepy. Like, I have predicted every baby in the family. Like, I know when you're pregnant before you do, and I know what you're having.
So Natasha is the Simpsons in real life.
Yes, exactly. Well, it gets really creepy when if I have a dream about you and you die, you have about 5 days.
And speaking of creepy villains and powers, that's
God damn it. God, no, Rick.
I am a villain. I have plenty of exes that can attack.
I do the segues. Don't take this from me. You're gonna turn me. This is my super villain origin story. Just so you know.
It's a dark and stormy night.
Moving on. The man who once went 23 days without bathing because they misread a BuzzFeed article. Ooh, Benjamin Trimmer, what are you drinking?
I love that. It's Mick Ultra after that segue.
Par for the course. I'm drinking Mick Ultra tonight, but I will be switching to something I just bought halfway through.
More Mick Ultra.
And I will announce it when I get to it. Rick Mattison, what are you drinking?
I am over here enjoying my Blue Moon, as is tradition.
Nice.
Damn, out of a
I don't know.
Is it tradition?
I was gonna say, is that
not
tradition? That's a semi.
I think I have that same style.
It's not. If it helps, I've had two Long Island's pregame.
That's
before
tradition
tonight. But we're switching over to Blue Moon because I got to finish that off.
You gotta wake up early, so you went.
Drew, since we apparently have similar steins, what are you drinking over there?
I'm not drinking out of the stein, but I'm just going with my usual tequila ginger beer, a little bit of lime juice in there, make it easy.
Proud of you.
And Travis, What are you drinking?
I'm drinking Redwood Empire's Emerald Giant, their rye whiskey.
You got the rye.
I
Good
got
job.
I got the rye. It's real good. I have no way to bring game mechanic into this.
Oh, but Rick was so good earlier.
But he was doing
Thank
it.
you.
Wait,
Thank you.
wait,
Thank
wait,
you.
Wait,
Thank you.
Hold on. Can we
I love
I'm
it.
sorry. I mean, damn you, Rick.
can we pause and restart real quick?
No, we can't. No, we
No.
can't.
Nope. Don't.
Would you
It'd be
say
really
that you
nice
had
if we
some
could use
fall
a game
damage
mechanic to start this over.
through this?
I just did it. We're good.
Can
We're
we give,
in it.
Can we give
We're
Travis an
here.
extra life on this one?
I need a med pack stat.
Only he had a game shark to help him through this.
I do.
Mm.
Guys,
Mm.
friends, people,
Loved ones.
I think we need to enhance the real world just a little bit. Just a tad.
Can I just steal it? Can I just go?
Sure.
I just need
Rick, what's your game mechanic?
He's
I
dying.
I need this to be in the universe. And it may not be the most sexy or flashy mechanic, but the world needs it. And by the world, I mean me, because I cannot hang on
the
to a
world.
fucking pin to save my goddamn life. And so because of that, I want the inventory menu to be added to the real world so I can just throw my shit into it, not worry about it. I want a scroll menu or an hold L1 and select your item. That's what I want
So
introduced.
you want like the gamer version of Mary Poppins bag.
Sure.
Yes.
She's got everything in there.
I don't love
That's
the way you
something.
Hermione's
describe
purse.
that.
Sorry, you'll learn I am not a huge gamer, so I'm trying
You're not
really
wrong.
hard.
You're not
Hermione,
wrong.
Hermione's purse. Hermione's purse. It's got everything.
Sure.
in that
Yeah.
fucking purse.
Backpack. I don't love that one either.
Oh yeah,
but-
Dora's backpack. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
getting worse.
That reference
She has
checks.
3
It
things in
works.
that backpack, okay? I don't know if that counts.
Cocaine
I want an
is one
inventory
of them.
menu. I want to
Okay,
have
inventory menu.
175 things that I can just
That
kinda
was
go-
that is what I was going to ask. Is it just the menu so you can see what you have, or is it the ability to hold and have a massive inventory?
Yes. Yes
Is
to
there a
that
limit?
question.
That's like
I-
two. That's like two
Yes.
things.
To that question. If I have to pick, if you're making me decide, I think I want the volume.
Okay, so you just want the expanded inventory. You don't necessarily need the menu. You just need to be able to like, hey, here's a bag that can hold an infinite
Yes.
amount of stuff. I can reach in and grab whatever I want.
Yes. Like
You
I
don't
want my
necessarily need
sandwich.
the
I want my
screen.
book.
Okay,
I want my
okay.
pen.
I
Yeah.
want my sandwich.
I don't care. I want my blue moon.
Who else has a game mechanic?
Dude,
Nata-
cheat codes count.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Rosebud, bitches. I need Rosebud.
As
from
long as you
Sims.
can.
Are you Sims Rosebud? Yep. Do you
I
are
I
need
you
that
need you to tell me
cheddar.
the cheat
are
code,
you
though.
doing the semicolon afterwards?
Ooh.
Ooh, good point. I think I did.
Wait.
It's been a while.
Wait. I have a question.
Okay.
In true game mechanic, if you get the cheat code wrong, does it go out to everyone in the world to know what you're doing and that you fucked up and did a typo?
Oh, I don't care because I can just redo it.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Should they know that I'm using a cheat code?
I just want to know how far we're willing to take this. And
I
if
mean, is
so,
that like wearing a giant letter A on my chest? Like she made the cheat code? Well,
Okay.
my other option was wondering whether or not, like, whenever you throw those turtle shells in Mario Kart,
Yeah.
oh
if
fuck
that
yes.
counted, because I would totally do that because I freaking hate being behind cars.
I want that one. Why did you not go with that one?
What did
I want
we?
sure-
You can use turtle shells to get
Okay,
cars
turtle
out of the
shell.
way in
And it doesn't
traffic.
be a blue
Yes.
one because no one knows who the hell's in first. It's any old turtle shell.
Yeah.
Just
I'm
throw
just
them
gonna
in.
say shells.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, shells.
Okay. So we've got cheat codes. And I'm going to say cheat codes is generic because while Rosebud is a fantastic one, the mechanic itself is cheat codes, and that opens the door for any
Yeah.
cheat code.
Yeah, up, down, A, B, start, select. Yeah.
Yeah. Ben, Drew,
I got one.
go for it.
I want to be able to walk, step, wave, punch, and then all of a sudden I do the right combo of moves and I throw out my special and throw out my kunai rope dart from like Scorpion or like some crazy fucking thing. I want special. I want that as in the real world. I want to be able to do normal movements, easy movements, but it leads to me doing a special. I want that.
Okay.
That's my mechanic.
Okay, if you can narrow that down to this is gonna sound really bad, but
But
in
it's
the
special to
bedroom would
everybody.
be great.
Bedroom would be great. Yes.
Now, if you're like walking down the street and you're like, skipping and doing all this weird shit, you look like a fool. And then like, what's the end move gonna be?
Well, it depends. If you're a fighter,
I'll show you the end move.
Yoshi's special is he eats somebody and
Finish
turns into
him.
an egg. It depends. Depends on what your special
Rips their
is.
spine out of their body.
It's not a bad idea. I mean,
Get over here.
but I want
That's gonna
everyone
make it
gets their
worth
own
it.
special move. I want to have a special move just by
And
doing
boom goes
random
dynamite.
shit.
Man, now I'm stuck because I mean that could come handy.
Okay, so I like that one, but I want to see if I can get this one in because it's not traditionally a video game. And I know we said game mechanic, so I'm taking that. It could be
If you throw out a draw 4, I'm gonna love you.
I was
forever.
gonna say Uno reverse. I want the Uno
Reverse.
reverse to just be able to like drop the card and whatever something bad is happening to me is happening to the other person, or vice versa. If something good is happening to
love it.
someone, I want it. So I'm throwing down the Uno reverse as my game mechanic I want for the real world.
Can I?
It's been alpha tested and beta tested.
How far are you willing to take that? Like, if they happen to have found the other reverse, can they reverse your reverse?
I think so. Yeah,
I've seen that happen.
I want.
Then
I
it turns
want
into like a Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh situation where you
my
have to
blue eyes
battle it
white
out.
dragon.
I love it.
It sounds like a really bad
I found the
when we
ultimate
play-
reverse.
Yeah,
I
when we
want
play
the
Uno in
meeting
our
to
house,
to derail
brutal.
into just nothing but reverse cards.
Yeah.
being slung across the yes.
I demand a higher pay raise and then just get Uno reverse back and forth until we're out of Uno reverses and whoever has the last one wins.
People are just gonna start hoarding reverses, and
Yeah, they could be
it's gonna
currency.
be late stage capitalism all over again.
But is it like limited to how many you could have? Like there's so many in a deck?
No, I just want
Okay, so
I
I
want
have
the
another
mechanic in
question.
life. Like they could be printed like money. Like
It's
you
almost
just gotta
like if
hoard
you had
them.
an inventory menu, you could
Right.
throw down.
Shameless plug from Rick.
No big deal.
So okay, so let me get this straight. I just want to make sure that I understood that right. So your reverse would be so like say you're having a shat day and I'm having a like mediocre day and you just don't feel like having a shat day, but you're cool with mediocre. You could reverse and we just flip flop and I get your bad and you get my mediocre.
I'm thinking in my head it's situational, so it's not like an
Okay.
entire day. So if like I got fired, right? And someone comes to me and says you're fired, I can play the Uno reverse and that person's fired.
Okay.
Where that sucks for that person. Sorry, but
So
haha.
it's more of an action-based reverse card as
Yes.
opposed to a situational reverse card.
Yeah, it can't be like
Like,
an
I
entire.
can't
I
be
had
like,
a bad day.
I'm bipolar, okay? So if I'm having a crap day because I'm bipolar, I
Mhm.
can't swap with you to get rid of it. It would have to
No, but you could if you're
Wait.
if you're in a good mood and in the good part of bipolar and you switch to bad, you could play a Uno reverse on yourself and go back to good. Right? I just cured depression and bipolar disorder. You're welcome.
My only question with that would be is if you use it on yourself, I mean, I feel like there's got to be some give
Nope.
with the take.
Nope.
It just disappears. The universe equals.
This is not a monkey's paw thing.
I'm not sure what that means, but okay.
Drew does. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Drew, what's your game mechanic?
I have a lot, and maybe we can talk about some alternates.
Sure.
But I'm going with a really simple one. I want double jump.
Ooh.
Yes.
Could you imagine the athletic competitions, the sports competitions, and even just daily life if you could jump and then suddenly go twice that high at any given moment?
Drew, I like the idea of that, but that is not going to impact my daily life as much as the rest of
Exactly.
ours.
Exactly.
But if you
my-
had had
my
that
th-
from day one,
My 3-inch vertical is now 6 inches, which is great, but I still
That's always
can't
good.
dunk. I
but
still
if
can't
you
dunk.
had that from day one, Travis.
I was a jumper. Like in school, I was a jumper. I high jumped, I long jumped, which is hard to believe because I'm like 2 foot tall. But even still, even if I had a double jump ability, where was it got me? Maybe some college. That's it.
No, because everybody could double jump, and then your
Right.
double jump would be
Oh.
worthless.
True.
And everybody would be the same.
Touche.
It'd be more of just like a spectator thing, like, oh,
You'd
look
be
how high-
exactly where you are right now.
Yeah.
Although I am really short, so a double jump could help me.
You could finally reach stuff at
I
the
could
top of
reach
the
the
cabinet.
cabinet.
You'd be
yeah.
everyone else with normal jump.
Right now, I just yell for my kid and say, "Hey, I need you to reach that for me."
Yep.
So
I mean, it still wouldn't change because just you would double.
They would
jump
just
to
make
put
they would
higher.
make
They
cabinets
would double
higher.
jump to put a higher right.
rats.
Okay, so to recap, we've got the bag of holding, or the endless bag, or the endless inventory. We've got cheat code / turtle shells for traffic.
Yeah.
We've got a special move. We've got double jump, and we've got the Uno reverse card. Which game mechanic are we bringing into the real world?
I'll jump off my camp first, even though I love mine. But I think Rick fucking nailed this one. Like, I love the idea of
Ooh.
not losing shit and having an inventory or a backpack.
Yes.
Or like,
I'm organized. I don't
honestly,
need that.
that's solid. I'm
Oh, yeah?
organized and
Pull
I
up a
need
pen
it.
right now.
Exactly.
The one that's actually
I
here.
don't. I know Special's not going to win.
Shut up,
So
Travis.
I will jump on the inventory.
I would like
think
to
it's
point
awesome.
out I'm at my vanity, which is not where I get ready.
I'm just saying.
Are you gonna double jump?
If you had an inventory menu, you wouldn't need to be in a specific location. That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like I'd still have to
I'll put I need a
pause,
pin if I'm over here.
and I'd have to
You can start.
move the
Digress.
menu, select. Take
So
time.
it's been. I appreciate, and I'm also sad he went first because I was prepared to switch camp. But now that someone else is in my camp, it's.
But were you going to switch camp to me?
I was not.
Okay,
I was
good.
not.
We're fine. We're fine.
I was not.
All right, Rick. Let's say you went first. Who would you go with?
So I love my inventory idea, first of all, but I do love. I haven't picked a camp yet because I fucking hate traffic. So get
come on,
those
come to the
turtle
dark
shells
side.
out of there. But also the reverse
The
card.
chaos.
Oh my
the
god!
amount of chaos that it could just bring to the entire world. Because everyone was kind of talking about themselves. I think the Uno reverse card could just be something like,
I love it.
I'm not moving off of Uno reverse. It's too good, too much chaos. It could. There's some way we could involve it in the world.
Well, the
rules?
I need
are too
logistics.
loose
I need
for me.
logistics. One, how do I get the card?
How
Because
many
to
can
me,
I have? Can
like I
buy
need
them?
logistics there.
Do I have to
Because
go
to
on a
me,
quest?
just to say that,
Cost
like
something?
I go to ATM
Okay,
machine,
I
and I
got
pull
you.
out my reverse cards. Like Natasha's, I could pretend like there's happies on the road, and that's how I get my shells.
Okay, so for the Uno reverse, I'm thinking, and this is just preliminary because I'm just doing it on the
Yeah,
spot.
sure. Work through it.
Right.
Work through it.
So I think, like a normal game of Uno, they are randomly distributed
So like
after
Monday morning, I pick 2 cards, and
Yeah, I'm only doing Uno reverse, right? So
sure.
if you don't get an Uno reverse, that card is blank, right? It's just like, oh, didn't get one today. Maybe it's a machine, maybe it's a something. I don't know how the actual
What's the draw rate on that?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's like
whatever
tickets?
whatever the current draw rate is for Uno. So you have a X number of chance of getting a reverse that day or that Monday. So weekly distribution of reverse cards.
These are too many rules. I'm sticking with mine.
Well, Rick asked for specifics.
No, I did. I need to know. I need to know how this
Killing me,
works.
Rick.
Because
gonna
if
influence
we
my
want to ask
vote.
for specifics for shells, we could get there. And I think I'm struggling with the like first person view where it's kind of like what's Bruce Almighty, where it's like, oh, it's my situation, haha, and everything just happens because it's my situation, versus the individual. But I think it's got to be the individual because that's how it's played. That's how it works in
That's fair.
the game. So I think in a traffic sense, it's gonna suck, but you could try to play an Uno reverse card and switch with the car in front of you.
No,
It wouldn't work well, but that's one situation, right? That's
I
a
appreciate what
traffic
you're.
situation. It could solve so many other situations.
It
though.
could, but it's not enough of a guarantee because I know my inventory bag is going to have a fucking pin in it when I need it. And
I'm
reverse
going
card,
for chaos. I'm going for chaos.
No, I have too much chaos in my life. I need.
That's what I
more.
want. I want to be an agent of chaos.
I can't go off
Okay,
my.
that's fine.
inventory
That's fine. You're wrong, but it's fine.
Or the next time you're looking for something and you wish you had a fucking pouch, you give me a call.
Are we going inventory? Is that the boring answer we're going with? Because
I can't switch. But just 2 people voted. Y'all go vote. I just asked for
Somebody else has
logistics.
voted, yeah.
Yeah,
I think we're all
only
sticking
2
with our
people
own
voted.
camps.
No, I'm swapping. I'm going for Rick.
Unless you have endless amounts of money in that pouch of yours, I'm going to stick with mine.
The game mechanic we are bringing into the real world is the unlimited inventory.
I can't believe
I'm not
I
mad
can't
about
believe
it.
that worked.
I
I'm
don't
not mad
know.
at that. Who else had
It was
other
on mine, Rick.
options? Drew, you said you had other ones.
I had a couple.
Natasha,
Yeah.
you have a couple.
Yeah.
Throw it out.
Bottom to top heads-up display. So just like an actual functional Google Glass or some sort of like system thing that you could access, and they would tell you stats, and basically like having a phone and biometrics in your eyes, like in just part of your brain. The other one was like sleep to fix everything.
Yes, long
So
rest.
you pick however
God.
many hours. I'm thinking
That'd
more
Oh,
of like
sleep
that.
in general. I'm
Honestly,
in.
Like
if you would have said
Fallout
that,
or
I would have been in for
Skyrim.
that one.
I would have voted for
I
that
know,
one.
but it just seemed a little too much. But like, I picked a sleep for 6 hours, and then I wake up and I'm fully healed. All of my status ailments are gone. My broken arm is fixed. That one, and then my last one that I
Wait,
mentioned
that
earlier
doesn't
was
happen
the-
for you guys,
Yeah.
Oh, you've got that already?
I can't even sleep.
Bruh.
Who are you kidding?
bro.
The last one was like leveling and skill, like a skill tree, where not just like you work at it and over time that you're getting better at it, but a marked like in-world system where it's like you have reached level 10 in blacksmithing or crafting or swordsmanship or something like that.
Accounting.
Yeah,
I
you're
have
a
an
level
accounting
90
degree.
accountant,
Me too.
but you could earn like
I don't use it.
extra skills
neither.
and shit like that too with it.
Yeah, I'm here for that. Who else? What other ideas? What other fun things did we come up with?
I mean, I had one, but then I realized it was probably a bad idea. When every time you die, you just come back to life. But then I realized how horrible that would be because you'd never die.
Yeah,
You just could live the same mundane, miserable life forever and ever.
Wait, why would that be horrible?
Why is it miserable? I like
Yeah.
my life.
Why would that be horrible?
Seriously.
Do you know how many
I'm with you.
Nobody's,
I'm
if
with you. I'm
nobody's
with you.
dying, if nobody's
that.
dying, then great.
But population control would be outrageous.
Yeah, we'd have to come up with something for that. Maybe a pill.
Well, they tried that. It didn't
Maybe
work for
the
me.
purge.
I have one, the purge.
Yeah,
But then you
purge.
regenerate. You can't purge.
Yeah, one night a year, someone can die.
That's
Ooh.
fair.
There you go.
Oh,
the
interesting.
real purge. Yeah,
If I'm going through life and I'm failing at something, or if I'm having a bad day, I want to be able to draw a card and potentially get something to make my day
Chance?
brighter or to make
Is
me
that what's
happier.
happening? You want chance to be
It's
rule?
not so much chance. It's more like if my player or my opponent's got me beat, and my last chance is to draw a card, and
Like
fucking
an
I draw
Uno
the card
reverse?
that beats me. No, not a fucking Uno reverse.
The piano falls and falls on their head.
But I want to be able to draw a card when I need to.
I like that.
Oh, as long as it's not. What if the rules were no matter what the card you draw is, you have to play it
Ooh, that could be fun.
regardless?
That could be fun though.
Yeah.
That could be real fun.
I don't know. I don't
I'm here for the
want
chaos.
life to be more chaotic. I want
Yeah.
life.
Your
No,
life is
I'm-
not that
I like how
chaotic.
people.
I
I'm kind of with Rick
I don't
on this.
losing
as much
pens-
I don't know about
And
that.
losing notebooks is not chaos.
If
As
that's
much
like your
as
number
I'm
one
an agent of
concern, I think you're all
chaos.
right.
I don't want to be like drowning and draw a Charmander and then I'm fucking dead. I mean, that's not. I don't want to
yeah,
have to play.
right. Yeah, like no.
You're already drowning. You put yourself in that situation. Drawing a Charmander is just like.
But if I put myself in that situation, I knew I had a fucking inner tube in my
Oh.
inventory. Like
Yeah.
I'm about
Oh
to
my
go.
God.
I'm about to go explore.
You
the
can
Yeah.
drown in like a teaspoon of water. What if you're drowning in the teaspoon of water? You just need somebody to like
Then
Well,
you
you-
deserve it.
help
just have
you.
an Uno
then
reverse
You
it's
card.
die
You
in a
drown
teaspoon of
in-
You're
water.
the fucking
They
Uno
evolve
reverse.
and fly you to the hospital.
That's
I
on
knew
It
you.
would've
applies.
known.
It applies. Anyway, my
Is the spoon gonna drown?
my
Wait,
yes.
I want to know who you playing that Uno reversal card on.
the ocean.
I want to know who you're playing it on.
The situation. I am no longer drowning. I'm drowning. I'm no longer drowning.
But who
The
is?
ocean doesn't exist anymore.
Who is?
The
You are.
No, but that's the thing. For the Uno reversal
You're right,
card,
you're
you're
right.
playing it on a person. And I don't care if it's like the neighbor. Like, I'm cool with it. Like, if that's what you're going
You're
with.
right.
But the
It
Uno
would have to
reversal card is
be
played on someone. It's not an ambiguity.
Exactly. What if you have to like either draw a picture or
This is
write their
so
name
good.
for it
This
to
would be
work on the
so
reverse
cool.
card?
No, it would have to be someone
no.
random.
I
The
want-
person.
no.
It'd be
You can
it'd be
just
the
think of it and play
it would be
card,
the it would be the player. It would be the person that's closest to your left.
but then what if you're in the middle of the ocean? What if it's the person drowning?
I said
that
closest.
person's
It could be
drowning.
Travis.
miles.
Travis,
Yeah.
this is
Miles
how
away.
this is how wars start, Travis.
Closest
You
to
are
home.
leading us to the next world war.
No, I'm okay with that. I would prefer it to be more personal. Like, I want you to write the name of the person that you're
See?
reversing.
Yeah,
Like, that's what I want in life. But
that could be good.
Like
And it might be
magic,
your
like with a
emergency
magic marker.
situation, and you gotta find that damn pin. You don't have your inventory menu, and you gotta
Yeah,
find the pin.
you'd be fucked. You'd be fucked is the simple answer to that.
So my other
And speaking of doing things
no,
fast,
we're not
I
there
love
yet.
it.
Rick, Uno reverse.
See, I was trying
Um,
to set you up with that.
No, he wasn't. He's trying to steal it from me, and I don't appreciate it because
I was trying to get to you. Got to do it fast.
I don't need your help. I got this.
if only we had a reverse
your help.
card that was switched the situation.
I had adaptive music. So
Ooh,
for whatever situation, so like if you're in gameplay, sometimes like if you're like running through the woods, it's like this nice
Ooh.
little like happy,
I like
Oh,
that.
like and then the boss comes and you hear the
I'm like, you mean that doesn't happen to you all the time?
yeah, it just always plays around you.
if
that
that
would be
doesn't
fun.
if that doesn't already happen in your head,
That's
you
a
have
good
does,
point.
but I
too.
want it to
Yeah, that's a good
actually
point,
be.
Rick.
you
I
have a
was
boring
literally
life.
Playing music in my head today.
I basically want it to be audible for everyone. That
Everyone.
there was a Family Guy episode where the Peter.
Picture, I take it with you, dear Maria, count me in. That's
don't-
what happened when I walked into my boss's office today.
Nice. You guys don't have Umbop playing in your head like when you walk in?
Well, I was thinking.
No, yeah, that's
you
just
go
the
on a
general.
romantic dinner.
That's the
No,
general.
y'all are out on a romantic dinner with your lady or
Let the bodies hit the
whatever
floor.
your person, and all of a sudden the "Let's Get It On" song starts playing, and the whole restaurant's listening to it,
Yep.
and they're trying to figure out where it's coming from.
We're about to make animal noises. Look
Yep.
away.
I will say there's so many
Afternoon
people in the
delight.
world. If they're all playing
Yep.
music, it's
Again,
just gonna
I went
be-
for chaos. I went for
I
a
don't
chaos. But my other one was
want
to solve your traffic problem would be either fast travel or skip the
Ooh.
cut screen.
Ooh,
skip-
fast
yeah,
travel.
Fast travel would be
skip,
good.
Skip the cut screen.
And then that takes
yeah.
away my fear of flying. I would
Yeah,
have
you're
sold
just
out
there.
for fast travel.
You and I are
right
destination
now.
people. Just we're there.
Yeah, fuck the
Forget
journey.
everything in between.
Yeah,
Just
no, I just
you're
want to
there.
be there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The one thing about fast travel usually is you have to have been there already to use it.
Should I do
Leave
it?
that game mechanic
So-
out, Drew. We're not
Yeah.
talking about
I'm just
that.
I'm being
You're being
fairly-
real. I
I'm not
appreciate it.
bringing the game mechanic of unlocking levels.
I am struggling so hard right now. I'm going to say it just because I can. But if you're traveling and you're traveling really fast, you know what else is on the road you're going to have to stop at on your way
Fast
to your
food,
trip?
Don't stop. I was there. I had it set up. And you
I
stole
know.
it from me.
I was
I'm
trying to
hungry.
Don't
stop
appreciate it. I wish I could just immediately travel to a fast food, but no, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave and go. I'm gonna go get my own fast. God damn.
I got to contribute.
Hey, real quick. You listening? Cool. Do me a favor. On your app, wherever you're listening to this podcast, there's a button to follow or subscribe or some sort of a notification type bell. Whatever you do, don't click them. Don't click those buttons. Don't do it. Or click it. Whatever it doesn't matter. Just fine. It's fine. Just click it. It's cool. Just do whatever you want. Preach. But I don't know which fast food place I'm going to go to because we have to define what is a fast food place.
I'm opinionated on this. I have opinions.
I have so many opinions. I think we're going to go. I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna say wait.
No,
I'm gonna jump out there. And say they have to serve food.
okay.
You coward.
I'm gonna go first, so
Requirement
you guys
one.
You coward.
fight it out.
Okay.
I have 3 rules.
Ready?
Ooh.
there has to be a drive-through option.
Okay.
They don't necessarily have to have, like, that specific restaurant doesn't have to have drive-through.
Sure,
The concept of the restaurant has to have a
The
drive-through.
franchise.
It's
Right.
franchise.
Yeah, somewhere in it. Yeah.
Like Chick-fil-A in the mall doesn't have a drive-through, but some Chick-fil-A's have drive-through. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second rule, you have to walk up and order your food at a cashier, not have a server at a table.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were talking
Okay.
about what about kiosk?
Or, a touch screen.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
nowadays,
Okay,
whatever.
yeah.
No
point.
waiters or waitresses. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
no, you don't sit down,
No table
order
service.
your food,
Yeah.
and wait for it to come out. And then once you've ordered at the cashier, your food has to be out in 5 minutes,
I thought
and that can be a little bit, any 5 to 10 minutes. We'll even call it.
right. If
But the
they,
food-
hey, we have to cook the fries fresh because of X, Y, Z. It's going to be over 5 minutes. It's
It
fine.
takes
But
3
like,
minutes and 10 seconds
Yeah.
to cook McDonald's fries.
Can I ask a question here? Do all three have to be fulfilled for it to be fast food?
Yes,
When
in
you're
my
not
mind.
shaking your head.
It like
And
you
I have
don't
arguments.
so like going back to what you said, Rick, if I go to a Chick-fil-A in
Mhm.
a mall,
Sure. Yeah.
again, does not have to have the drive-through, but that has to be an aspect of the business's
So I'm going to ask a very specific business question
model.
just to see where you fall on this.
That's the same one I want to.
Chipotle, Moe's, that genre of
Where you
burrito
go through the line while they're
does
making
not
the
have a
food.
drive-through.
Chipotle has drive-through.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
they
not
do.
seen a
The
Chipotle
one
with a
right by
drive-through.
my house has one.
Yep.
Okay, I
One
believe you.
also
I
does.
believe you. But fine. Insert same idea, but doesn't have a drive-through.
Mhm.
Does that eliminate it as fast food in your definition? And then insert whatever restaurant fits that.
I got is
Yes.
because is Sonic fast food?
Yes.
It doesn't have a
Yes.
drive-through. It has a drive-up, right?
No, it
Nope,
has a
there's
drive-through as
also
well.
They have
drive-throughs.
drive-throughs also. Okay.
I appreciate that because to me, a drive up and a drive through are almost the same idea. So for me, I guess I'm just going to hop out there. For me, it's specifically the drive through is what makes it
That's
fast
it.
food.
That's it.
It has to have a drive through. Now, I like Drew's where he's talking about like you have to
Mhm.
talk to a cashier person because that's what differentiates to me like a to go at an Outback versus like the idea of the drive-through has to be I intended to order spontaneously versus like a plan ahead. I want to take, I don't know, insert a fancier restaurant, insert like a takeout Chinese place here. Like there's not that is a pre-planned order versus a spontaneous event kind of concept is where I want to center around.
And the reason I picked those three, Rick, was like there's so many places.
No, I like 'em.
nowadays you can go. They have like a to-go part of their business, like Outback is the big one I think of.
And
Like they have a
appreciate
to-go
that.
aspect of their business,
Sure.
but the main concept of the restaurant is you go, you sit down, you order food, it comes out.
I think you
So
and I have the
not
same general
necessarily.
idea. You took it a couple of steps further to further isolate it, and I appreciate that because to me, just coming in, it was just a fast food, and the same idea where specifically in the fast food, you drove up, you look at the menu, and you had your cashier experience in a drive-through manner. Who's next?
Well, I appreciate everyone's thought on drive-through. It's not a part of fast food for me because, in my opinion, food trucks are fast food, and there is
Really?
never a drive-through for a food truck.
Never a reason to food truck.
It is
It's
absolutely
like the
fast
Uno
food.
reverse of a food truck.
I'm glad you brought this up, but
The food drives to you, so
Yeah, not a drive-through. So, but this brings me to one of my three rules. So for me, instead of a drive-through and instead of a 5-minute give or so take time or whatever,
sure.
a fast food establishment is a place that food is continuously prepared throughout the day, regardless of orders, and everything on the menu is prepared at least once, if not more times every day, regardless of orders. So all the food is always going to be prepared, ready throughout the day, which that's what saves time. So there's no 5-minute time limit. There's no drive-through. It's just the food's getting continuously repaired. Number 2, no table service. That one was a huge one for me. So good job there. And I'm sorry, I did my first 2, and then the third was no table service. So
explain to me the difference between your first 2, because they sounded similar.
Before you do that, can I get a recap on the 3?
yeah, food is continuously cooked throughout the day.
Okay.
Everything on the menu is made at least once, if not
Okay.
more times throughout the day.
Got it.
And there's no table service. So you have to go to a cashier or a counter to order. Those are my 3. And everything else can be argued. Timing, some fast food can get out in 2 minutes, some has to take 7 or 8 minutes. It depends on the line, it depends on, if they have staff, but so timing can be affected pretty easily.
A specific quick question. So from what I am understanding from what you just said, Subway qualifies as a fast food restaurant to you.
Subway would qualify as a fast food restaurant to me 100%. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I think I'm going to speak for Drew. Subway would not qualify.
It would not for me. Because to me, there's a difference between fast food and getting your food fast. To me, fast
a place where you drive through a Subway.
And that's fine. I'm not trying to argue specifically Subway. I'm using that because to me, I haven't experienced a fast food Subway, or I'm sorry, a drive-through Subway. I'm not saying they don't exist, but to me, it's just a good point to bring up. There's a difference between quote the
same
fast
thing with the
food
Chipotle
genre.
for you. Yeah.
Right. And restaurants to where you get your food quickly. And to me, those are 2 different things.
So my big example would be Waffle House. I go into
example.
a Waffle House and I'm usually ordering from somebody behind the counter, technically probably a waiter or waitress, but you're still sitting down, you get your food super quick, and there's an expectation with Waffle House that you're in and out within, as we talked about in an earlier episode.
I'm surprised no one's mentioned quality yet, but because I was prepared to argue that. But
no,
Travis and Natasha
based on
haven't gone yet.
Location,
yeah,
not name.
I've been to
It's true. I just thought somebody would have brought it up by now.
Yeah, I've been to fast food restaurants where the quality was arguably better than the sit-down restaurants that I've been to. So,
because some Chick-fil-A's I've been to are not fast because there's 1,000 people in line. That's not their fault.
See, so Drew, are you saying that Waffle House is fast food? Okay, good. Because it's not. Okay, all right, just making sure.
It's food fast.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's not fast food.
It would be. I don't know exactly what the qualification would be for it, but under like the fast casual umbrella of food.
Natasha, what are your thoughts?
To me, I mean, I know I am really big on quality, by the way. Like it is. But that's not to me, that's not a factor per se into making it whether or not it's fast food. To me, it's give me my food like now. Like I want it, like if I'm going in fast food, I got 2 things. I want it fast and I don't want to have to wear pants or a bra. Those are my two criteria.
Okay.
If I can
dress
roll up
code, I was not prepared for it.
Yeah, if I can roll up to a Sonic and this bitch doesn't care if I'm in my britches and a t-shirt, then whatever. But if I'm in a drive-through, most of the time people can't see. I mean, I worked at McDonald's for 8 years. And, I mean, that's the quality thing. Like I had to deal with all that. We did cook food periodically and you had to rotate it out and cook all of that stuff. But to me, fast food is how easily accessible is it? How fast do I get my food? And do I have to wear pants or a bra?
Well, to answer that last question, technically you don't have to wear pants or a bra to a lot of restaurants.
Pants, you do
just shirt and shoes.
Pants.
Just shirt and shoes.
If you skirt it up or dress it up, that eliminates a few of
the greater pants.
I'm just saying,
leg coverings.
No, mine is like literally if I want to be able to go in my, my t-shirt and my britches.
Travis, you haven't gone yet. I need a Travis opinion on this.
Everyone has brought up really good points, but I'm of the mind that speed and fast is the object here. so long as there's not a waiter / sit down instance.
Yeah.
Someone like, I don't think Waffle House is fast food. I think most of us probably agree on that.
I've never been to a Waffle House.
Diner. Have you been to a diner?
Denny's?
Yeah, Denny's. Denny's
Okay.
is
No,
not.
don't you fucking dare.
No,
I don't know.
Don't
I'm not.
you
Wait, Rick,
fucking dare.
I'm not
thing.
saying.
Phillies?
I'm not saying they're the same.
Rick, you lived
thing.
out there. Do they have huddle houses?
I'm saying
or-
Denny's is a
No,
diner.
Is there
they don't.
is there an equivalent?
I dubbed Indiana Ichabod
IHOP?
because God has left that place, and they don't have either of those.
Fair. But I would be remiss if I did not put
Good
some
use of
sort
remiss.
of a airport kiosk into a fast food category where I want that pre-made sandwich. I'm going to grab it out of the cooler. I'm going to pay for it and I'm going to leave. That to me is also within that
Oh, I
realm
didn't
of
think about
fast
that.
food.
Agreed. Yes, and I would agree.
And that does not have a
I
drive-through.
I don't.
That's where I'm like that drive-through is like, it's not a requirement for me. It's a really good indicator. Most fast food places have a drive-through, but it's not a necessity. It's the speed.
See, actually,
I would say average speed.
See,
is the
Drew.
main component.
Drew brought me back
here.
without bringing me back, and
Because he didn't say
here's.
anything. He just said no.
I know he didn't have to. But we're just so simpatico. Because to me, a vending machine is not fast food, and in a way,
Why not?
In a way, what you just described.
Tell me why not?
Because it's food fast.
Yeah,
Like there's a difference.
That's fast food.
Wait,
It
hold
still
on.
was
Hold on.
prepared.
Hold on. To me, the airport encounter that you described and the way you threw out restaurant, like it is like a standalone thing.
Yes.
Whereas a fast food restaurant is a specific place and it has its own, like to me, what you just described is like the weird hot dog vendor kind of thing. And
Yeah,
it's
great.
it's a terrible way to describe it. I don't love it, but y'all
No,
get the-
I would
Concession
also concession stands. The
Sure,
hot dog
concession
vendor in New
stands.
York.
concession stands though is not fast food. It is food fast to me.
I think that's fast food.
And that's fine, but just I'm just trying to explain where I'm coming from, because there's food fast. Because to me, as Ben said, like food trucks is not fast food to me, because food truck, you could take any
It's not food at all.
restaurant, you could take any restaurant and just preload a truck and keep things heated, and it's not a
Sounds
perfect
like a fast food restaurant.
No, it's food fast. A fast food restaurant is specifically, and that's why I like Drew's one, I like the drive-through aspect. Two, the general idea of like a not cashier. What am I looking for?
Well, we've done cashiers, waiters.
Actually, I'm gonna mold.
kiosks.
What's that?
We've done waiters, waitresses, cashiers, and kiosk. If you're looking in the department.
Because to me, when you boil it down like that, like to me, the specific thing is the drive-through restaurant is for me what makes it fast food. Because a food truck, I could take literally every restaurant and then throw it in a food truck, pre-make some items,
do it,
and then literally like Ruth Chris becomes fast food, like the Olive Garden becomes fast food. Insert restaurant here, and everything becomes fast food if I just pre-make it and put it in a truck.
Yeah, but you're getting
that is not what fast food is.
But you're taking a name of a restaurant and fast food. It doesn't have to be a specific name. It's got to be how it's delivered.
No,
the idea
it's the how it's delivered part.
Your
I agree,
truck, the idea that the truck, whether it's Ruth Chris or not, if I go up and if I go sit down at Ruth Chris and it takes 30 minutes for a steak, if there's a Ruth Chris truck, I expect my steak in 3 minutes. And if I get in 3 minutes, that's fast food for me.
No,
it
that's
doesn't
food
matter.
fast.
It doesn't matter the name.
That's
well,
food fast.
if I sit down at Ruth Chris and I get my steak in 4 minutes, that's food fast. I mean,
no, that's fast food at that point. What is it? Wait, actually, help me out, Ben. You might convince me if you explain to me the difference there.
Sure. So
waiter.
Sitting down at Ruth's Chris,
the waiter is the aspect.
The waiter, and that my food is being made to order from scratch. Whereas the food truck, it's already been made as it's been made throughout the day, but it was made fresh that day. but it's being made throughout the day before the order's even taken. That's the difference.
Okay, I will draw a hard line on just food trucks because I've been to some phenomenal food trucks where they may have mise en place their item, like the stuff they make the food with, but it's not like pre-made in a factory and all they do is either stick it on a grill, microwave it, put it together, that kind of thing.
Most are made fresh that day, or at least most of the ingredients.
So food trucks to me would not be considered fast food because of that. The majority of them
we'll go fresh
because they actually prepared those ingredients to make specific dishes, planned out the menu. A lot of thought went into that aspect of it.
Because is catering then fast food?
No, because that takes planning time.
Because to me, but that's what, because
things.
essentially to me, that's what Drew is saying. Like,
that's made to order.
As a food truck,
but catering's not made to order. Thing. Catering is made for bulk.
No, catering is made to order. Like, you don't cater an event unless you have the order ahead of time. You make it from scratch ahead of time. Whereas a food truck, your customer walks up and throws something at you. So catering is not fast food.
You don't. It doesn't throw something at you because the food truck brings the menu with it and says you have to select from these items.
You could say,
but that's every restaurant.
XYZ.
No, it is. It is. But I guess specifically if we're saying the catering, I tell you what to bring versus the food truck, you are bringing what you bring and I have no say in it.
Yeah, but I still have say in the order and it's already been prepared or prepped.
It's a small pop-up menu.
No, I that part I get, but to me, I guess that's
catering is like going to a buffet for me. Like we go to Golden Corral.
Wait, can we talk about that?
Which is our buffets fast food?
No, to me.
No.
It's food fast.
Yes.
Can I go get it without pants and a bra?
Yes.
Do you want to go to Golden Corral without pants and a bra?
Without getting arrested or
first of all, Golden Corral without a pants and a bra is almost like
you'll be in the majority.
It's basically a staple in the South.
All right.
If you want to go classy, go to Ryan's.
I might have to call it fast food.
Dude, thank you. Thank you for saying Ryan's is more classy than
Golden. If you know of a Ryan's,
oh my
Charlie's,
God, it's so good.
Is Ryan still around?
There's a couple. There's one or two in Florida.
There might be a couple in Tennessee left.
Be right there.
Yeah, so let's go to Florida. And I never say that. I hate Florida.
Can we go do a live episode at a buffet?
Yeah. Oh my God, that would be so good. So real quick before anyone else goes, common theme: no waiter, waitress, no wait staff,
no wait staff,
no table service.
So that is a diner / Waffle House is out. Those are not the. I think everyone can agree that is not fast food.
Agreed.
Okay. Where we're kind of sticking is the drive-through. Is kind of where we're at.
Gotta have it
for the most part.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
I think you need a drive-through.
I think you need a drive-through too.
The concept of the restaurant, not necessarily every location, but the overall concept of that dining place, that establishment, that restaurant has to include a drive-through.
I will give you that the restaurant concept can support a drive-through aspect. I will give you that.
I like that.
That's as far as I'm going to go.
I'm going to need some clarification on that.
So I'm not going to say, I think there are places that don't have drive-through, okay, that are considered fast food, like food trucks. But could a food truck technically support a drive-through where the car drives up to the window, places its order, and then gets
if you got pedestrians over there trying to get
technically it could, especially if the food truck window was facing the street and it was sitting on the sidewalk.
Tag
Travis.
Thank you. Subway could support a drive-through. You could go.
There was one 5 minutes from your mom's house.
Ben, shh.
Yes, it could.
Yes, it could. Subway could support a drive-through. Any Starbucks who has pre-made sandwiches,
and Starbucks is 100% fast food. Starbucks is
fast
food, and I will fight the world on this.
No,
I worse quality than McDonald's.
Because
will fight the world on this.
original concept of Starbucks was drinks only.
Beverage
Nope.
driven.
Food
Well, they
was
sold out.
folded
The
in
original
They sold out.
concept. We
later.
only care about now.
They
so
sold
I
out.
put them below drive.
I'm
I
so
put them
happy right
below
now.
fast food.
Starbucks is fast food,
Right.
and I'm
No,
so
they are
glad this was
below
brought up.
fast food.
Their bullshit breakfast sandwiches
Fast
are
beverage.
fast food.
So
as
why
fuck
would you? No, why would you include them in fast food? They're below that level.
Because they have a drive-through, Drew, and that's why I would call them fast food.
But they
because
were coffee
it's
drive-thru
all about
first,
the drive-through. I
and
don't
then
care
it
They
was
what
weren't
originally
drive-through.
started
They
as.
weren't drive-through
Distribution.
first.
I don't care what they
Distribution.
started as.
No, I'm
Because
counting
originally
Drew.
They were
Chick-fil-A
coffee
didn't
and
have a
drive-through.
Chick-fil-A has a drive-through now. I
Hey.
don't give a fuck what they started as.
I
They
got a
have a
question.
Rick, we were
drive-through
on the
now.
same page for so long. Why would you
Nope,
die on
I
this
am
one?
all about the drive-through.
I'm about the drive-through too, but it was coffee
I don't give
and
a
then
flying
drive-through,
fuck.
and then
No,
very comparatively recently, food was introduced.
I don't care.
So
It
I
has
don't
a
call them
drive-thru.
fast food. They're
It has
fast.
a drive-through.
fast beverage.
Dunkin' Donuts is fast
They are
food.
fast beverage.
Krispy Kreme is fast
Nope.
food.
No,
Every one of them falls in the fast food category.
What if so the Pizza Hut over by
Tim Norton's
our
for our
parents'
Canadian
houses
fans.
has a window for pickup. So what if I call, place an order, and in 3 minutes it's
Doesn't
ready in the
count.
pickup
No,
window?
I
I
address
call
that.
in to pick up.
Yeah,
We-
that's different.
I
another
agree.
category.
Yeah,
I address that.
However,
But I can bring it up again.
there are Taco Bell Pizza Huts that have drive-throughs where the pizza is supported through the drive-through.
Correct.
So Pizza Hut is fast food.
No, because it happened to be
Taco Bell Pizza
associated
Hut's
with the
Mm.
chain.
Well,
It
And
has
that's
a
where-
drive-through.
Pizza Hut's
It
if I
has
can
a
go in and just
drive-through.
say I want a piece of pepperoni pizza and they just hand it to
Look,
me.
I'm okay if I'm not gonna die on the hill to say Pizza Hut is or is not fast
It's
food.
not.
Like if you happen to find one that has a drive-through, I don't give a fuck. Call it fast food. I don't care. But to me, it doesn't necessarily meet the intent because no one is going to drive up to a Pizza Hut and say, yo, let me get a number 5. Like you're going to be like, hey, Steven, hey, Betty, what do you want today? We're going to look around, we're going to call ahead, and then we're going to drive and get it. And to me, that's the difference.
What about the liquor stores that have drive-up windows?
Ooh.
Fuck yeah, it's a fast food restaurant. Hell yeah.
It's
That's not
food.
food.
It's
I mean,
drinks.
tequila's made from agave. It's a
Yeah,
fruit.
look, I agree. And to me,
Isn't
like
vodka
to
And
made
me,
beer is
potatoes?
made from oats.
Yep.
Go
No,
Almond
I agree.
milk.
It has to have food, but I'm willing to die on that hill where,
They
yeah,
probably
if
sell
you have a
candy bars.
drive-through liquor store that has a drive-through window, yeah.
I would say fast food needs to be over 50% sales of food, not beverage, food.
Okay, well, we're kind of like going down the
Otherwise,
wrong
it's
we're gonna-
fast beverage.
Like
Can we
did
agree
10
we're
minutes
going
ago.
down the wrong?
We are.
Have it all
We're
here.
Let me
We're
pull it
going
back
down
up. Let me pull it
We're
back
down the
up.
hole.
Hold
We're
on.
losing our intent.
I
here.
think
So if we take all these pieces, can we build a better
Life.
drive-through
I need that reverse card.
fast food villain?
no. I
Go.
think that the restaurant concept could support a drive-through style concept restaurant, but just doesn't implement it because of reason.
It could.
Right. That
It doesn't
would be-
matter why it has it or doesn't have it to me. Does it have it? Yes or no? It's very
Well,
binary.
well, no, because it isn't binary. Because you were talking about.
I was
like,
saying to me, it's a very
Okay.
binary.
I know.
Okay, hold
Hold,
on.
hold,
So
wait,
you-
wait.
Well, I have a question.
I was saying Chipotle because before you were like, no, Chipotle doesn't have it, and I said actually the one by me has a fast
Yeah.
food. And
If it has a drive-through, it becomes fast food
Yeah.
to me. I don't
Right,
care.
so-
It's fast food.
I haven't found one that has a drive-through, so that's why I say no. But if there is one out there, then I'm changing it to yes.
But I'm saying so there are restaurants that have the capability of being a drive-through, so they're
Nope, it's
Almost
not about the.
haven't done-
It's not
if they
about the
haven't done it,
capability.
The moment you find me one that has it, I'll say yes.
Yeah, it has nothing about the capability because in theory, every restaurant could have one, and that's not the
I
point.
just don't understand the automobile concept of a.
If you
fast
don't understand the difference between Steak and Shake and Ruth Chris, I can't explain it to you.
that has
know
nothing to
what
do
that
with what I
is.
said.
That's just
And it has-
extreme.
it has
You're
everything to
picking
do
an
with the
extreme.
drive-through.
No, because you
Has
could
everything to
walk
do
up
with the
to a
drive-thru.
kiosk
Picking
and
at
grab a
strings.
sandwich and pay for it.
It has
And you-
everything to do with the drive-through.
It doesn't.
If you don't
There's-
understand that, I can't explain it to you.
If
That's
you don't understand the
not
difference between Steak and
relevant.
Shake and a food truck that sells steak burgers and shakes, then I can't explain
Oh,
it.
big
to
No,
you.
I
difference.
do
Big
understand
difference.
that.
Food trucks are
I do
no. No
understand
Then those
that.
are both
Ever.
fast food.
No, I do understand
Never.
that. And my whole thing was, if you happen to bring your restaurant to a food truck, it doesn't necessarily make it fast food.
Disagree.
Just because you are going to that specific venue. It's all about your mainstream thing to me. And just because I bring my selected menu in a catering / food truck environment doesn't make it fast food. In that moment, you get food fast, which for some reason y'all don't understand. Is the
McDonald's
difference.
and Wendy's are just catering environments in a restaurant in a building. That's all they are.
Okay, fine. If you want to take that route, I'll argue with that. Sure.
That's fine. So
Fine.
if that's the case, then
Nope, because they have
fast food truck-
drive-throughs. Nope,
a
food
fast
truck
food
isn't a
truck-
drive-through
It's why
Nope.
is the automobile important?
because it's important.
It is to
Oh,
me.
that's
Because
not
it is.
that's not an answer.
Well,
Because it
y'all are
is.
forcing
It's
this
about
stupid
getting in,
argument
getting
about
out,
it.
and
So you're
going
getting a
Yeah,
home.
so
stupid
tell me-
answer.
No, so tell me why automobile a drive
Because it's faster than walking. Hence fast
so
food.
so speed is important. So getting the food fast is important. Therefore,
Nope,
fast food
I didn't
is
say how
about
quickly you
speed.
got the food.
You said it was about speed because it's faster.
No, you didn't. You implied what I said there. It's not how quickly
I
you
inferred
got.
it.
It's not how quickly you get the food. It is how I get to the food is the
Yeah.
important thing. And so you can take an
So-
hour to give me the food, but if I drive through a window and don't get out of my car, I'm waiting
Oh.
for it. That is
So-
the difference.
So
If
if
it
I don't
takes me
care
an
how
hour to get
quickly
food
you
through a
give me the
window-
food.
if a food truck shows up at my house and I got there really fast, does that count?
If a food truck gets to your house
An ice cream truck is an ice cream
And
truck
Yeah,
you-
fast
thank you.
food?
We use ice cream
and
trucks
you
way
got
better.
there really fast, no, it doesn't count.
You
to
were
me.
talking about the speed at which you get
Like
to
if
the
it
restaurant.
parks in your neighborhood, it's down the stairs of your
Yeah,
apartment.
no, that
It
doesn't
takes
count.
30 seconds to walk there versus 20 minutes to drive.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count to me
Okay.
because you're not in your car.
I'm all
don't.
about the car too.
Why the fuck does a car count for a fast food restaurant?
Because it
Because
That
we're
does.
lazy.
blows my mind. That does
Because
not
it
make
does.
any
Because we're
sense.
lazy. It's all
Because
about
none
the
of us here are
experience.
richy rich and don't live in a home with a McDonald's, so that's why. If
Yeah.
any one of you has a McDonald's in your house, I am willing to take it off the fast food menu, and I need you to show it to me real quick. And since none of you have a McDonald's in your house, you can get fucked and get in your car and go get it. Thus, making
only
it
a
fast
block
food.
I
away.
can go get in a car and get anything that you just mentioned. One
Yeah,
just
but you
says
have to. But you have to get out of the car to get some of it.
some
and
of
that
them.
is
Yes.
the difference.
Some
That
of
is
them,
the
but
difference.
some of them have the quote capability of doing so. Also,
But they
there's-
haven't.
Some of them do.
If they have the capability, it doesn't count. You either have it or you don't.
But then what about the freaking? I'm walking through an airport. I'm walking around. I'm not in a car.
Drew addressed that.
Why is not?
Drew
Why is
addressed
that not fast food? That doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. It's
Well,
got-
so
I'm
let's-
grabbing food.
let's-
I'm eating food.
So
like,
let's say
The
so let's say you-
transactions are the same.
So let's say you pass an Outback in or insert a Applebee's, that general kind of
Yeah. I ain't
item,
in Chili's in
that
Fort.
kind of food there.
We'll call it
And-
fast casual.
Sure. And and they have pre-made selections. Are you saying it now becomes fast food?
Do they actually have pre-made selection? Does wait, pause.
No,
Does Outback have pre-made selection? Because I'll go right.
No, this is made up in my
Okay.
mind. Maybe they do. They might. I don't fucking know.
You're so far off the rails.
Y'all are losing me here.
I have to pee
I'm trying.
so
I'm
bad,
trying
but
really
I
hard.
need to
We
get.
go to the
I
next
can't.
topic.
No, because I have
We
to
have
pee.
run to this into the
I could
ground.
really use some superpowers right now.
Right. I can't.
To
The
me,
con-
it's all about the drive-through.
the concept of a restaurant being fast and serving food fast and producing fast food has nothing to do with a vehicle.
And
Like,
that's fine. Cast your
that's-
vote. My vote centers
That's
around
why I
a
said it
vehicle.
had the option.
Yeah,
They,
cast
they
your
have
vote.
the option.
You
to
have
Lots
to
of
have a vehicle.
restaurants.
And that was a part of the original concept.
every.
Yeah, literally every restaurant could just
Yeah.
open a drive-through window, but they don't.
I don't like the option.
That's fine.
argument.
Cast your vote.
I don't even know what the hell you're voting on.
I still think I'm with Rick
I'm with
on
Rick.
this majority of it.
Get fucked, Travis. That's a majority.
Only because I like the car since I don't have to get dressed.
You don't have to. You don't have to get dressed going into a quick trip.
He's not wrong.
I've been in a gas station in shorts as short as my underwear, and I got some real interesting looks. So yeah,
But
you
that
gotta-
doesn't mean it's illegal.
You did it.
You didn't get kicked out.
You did
Yep.
it.
Well, no, the guy just. We're not gonna get into that.
Regardless, judgment does not count as a disqualifier.
That's true. And I agree with
Judgment's
Travis
just
there.
judgment.
Yeah.
Well, technically, it would be public indecency if I got busted.
No,
But you didn't.
but you didn't. Therefore, it's okay. So we're gonna go no cashier and drive through. God damn it. All right, looks like we've got another super long episode on our hands. This will get broken up into 2 different episodes. Big shout out to Natasha from Cryptids, Creeps, and Conspiracy Podcast for joining us on this episode. Be sure to tune in next week for the conclusion of this episode with Natasha, where we talk about creating a super villain and obviously our last call segment. Be sure to follow us on the social medias. We've got a Twitter, we've got a Facebook, we've got a YouTube, we've got an Instagram. Those are all up and running, posting semi-weekly now. Like the podcast, share the podcast, or don't, because at the end of the day, this is our podcast, and you're just along for the ride.